You all met me back in 2013 with my signature red hair with short round layers, and I kept it that way for years. The last retouch and reshape I did was in March of 2018. Really wasn't planned, it just sort of happened. Since then, I've allowed my hair to retain a lot more length than normal, and the color has grown out and is fading away on the ends. Here's where we are now. My natural color is about a level 3 or 4, and my ends are around a level 7 with red tone from the previous color. I prepped my hair the day before by clarifying with my scalp and curl clarifier. I cleansed twice to make sure that my hair was completely free of any styling product and to start the detangling process by guiding some of the shed hair out. After, I applied Aveda Brilliant Damage Control, which is a leave-in treatment, to finish detangling and give my hair just enough conditioning for manipulation. From there, I just sat under my dryer for about 25 minutes because you never want to apply color to wet hair. With textured hair, you don't want to use anything with a lot of silicone or any type of penetrating conditioners before coloring. That can cause uneven processing in curly hair. You want your cuticle easy to open and free of excess oils and buildup. That will help level out the porosity and allow the color to penetrate more evenly. You can also use a pre-color treatment, especially if you have low porosity, to even the porosity along the strands to help achieve more even color results. Also, make sure you cover your hairline and ears with a barrier to protect from staining and irritation. I am using Aveda Brilliant Anti-Humectant Pomade because I know it's not going to interfere with the color grab on the hairline. For my color, I chose Ion's Permanent 7RC, and I'm going to use 30 and 40 volume formulas. I chose this color because it's similar to where my ends are now, and I just want to blend everything into a rich, deep copper. I'm also adding just a snatch of red intensifier, which is just pure red pigment, to balance the copper and the color and help it fade less brassy because all red tones fade over time with washing. Like I said, my natural color is about a level 3 or 4, so climbing to this 7 is going to be around 4 levels of lift, which is why I am going to use 40 volume. I will then use a 30 volume formula for the roots because that hair will always lift faster because it's new and closest to the heat from the scalp. Mix ratio on permanent is 1:1, and I am using a scale to make sure it is measured very precisely. In my opinion, Ion makes the best red colors I've used for getting to the level without needing to pre-lift, and that is hard to do on textured hair. Their permanents also contain less ammonia than other brands, which makes them more gentle on the cuticle so hair won't be dried out and brittle as time goes on. I've been using Ion Color for over 10 years on lots of people, including myself, and it always does what it's supposed to do. I am applying my 40 volume formula about 1 inch from the scalp, and I'm going to bring it down to where the old color starts. In the very back, it's all been trimmed away over time, so I'm going to apply all the way to the ends back there. It is important to fully saturate strands so that all of the hair is covered. Applying with a brush first and then using your fingers to smooth through is going to help the hair absorb color better. While you watch me apply this, here are a few more things you should know. Number 1, the swatches that you see online or in stores are not a guarantee of the color your hair will turn out to be. They are simply showing you the color in its truest form against a blank or white background. There are several factors that affect how color processes, and wouldn't you know, I have a post about that thoroughly explains it. I'll link you to that below. Number 2, each level of volume equals the number of levels of lift it will give on normal porosity. If you have high porosity, expect it to lift a lot faster. If you have low porosity, expect a slower processing and less pigment grab. So you should select a color that is about a shade lighter to get to the level you want. Number 3, don't use box dye or henna. It's a long reason why, but as a licensed stylist, just trust me. You'll be so glad later on that you did. Number 4, Always do a strand test before you process color all over your head. It is easy to ignore or cover a little piece of hair. It will take an entire color correction process to remove it from your whole head if you don't like the result. And if you have sensitive skin or any type of skin conditions like eczema, you should dab a bit of the mixture on the skin behind your ear the day before and make sure you don't have an allergic reaction. These are all things that are outlined in the instructions that come with the color, which you need to fully read first. Now, this may sound like a duh moment, but I know y'all, and y'all know y'all don't like reading directions. Number 5, if you don't get the color result you want, do not color it again with the same color because it's just going to get darker. Color does not lift color. Them's the rules. If you want your hair to be significantly lighter and you are starting with dark hair, meaning around a level 2 or even maybe pitch black level 1, you may need to pre-lift with bleach and then color. Also, if you have color already in your hair and want to go lighter, you will have to do a color cleanse first, that is equal parts shampoo, bleach, and developer. If that color you have is box color, I don't recommend you attempt that on your own at all. You need to see a stylist. If that color in your hair is henna, child, just forget about it altogether until you grow it out. Number 6, avoid raw oils on color-treated hair. They create buildup, causing dryness, and they can stain and cause brassiness or fade your color altogether. I don't recommend them at all regardless, but I know some of y'all gonna keep on keeping on with this, so may the odds be ever in your favor on that. Number 7, always see a stylist for a consultation before you do anything. Even if you do land on coloring yourself, having a professional evaluate the health of your hair and talk you through what processes would be required for the result that you want is worth it. Hair color is very complex and intricate, which is why we spend hundreds of hours on it in cosmetology school. Don't assume that you can just guess your way through it. I see lots of unfortunate color results on the internet that could have been prevented with the tips I give here and by engaging a consultation with a professional first. I'm just trying to save y'all the grief of a very costly to repair mistake. I have blog posts and an entire color techniques playlist on my channel that I'm going to link below this video. Now that I have applied color to all of my new growth, I am going to cover with a cap, process the remainder of time, about 20 minutes for a total of 45, under my hooded dryer on low heat. By the way, the processing clock starts ticking when you start applying, not when you're done. So you gotta move swiftly and use a timer so you don't lose track of time. Now I am going to blend the ends with a process called color filling. You simply wet the hair a bit and massage the color down. This allows pigment to get into the strands and tone what's already there. I waited until the end to engage this hair because it's going to grab pigment fast because it's several years old, making it more porous, and it's already lighter. Remember I said color doesn't lift color, so if you apply color over something like this and let it sit too long, it's going to get darker. Next, I'm going to shampoo with my Curl Hydrator shampoo twice to make sure all of that color product is removed, which will be denoted by the water running clear. This shampoo is sulfate-free, hydrating, and smoothing, making it perfect for all hair types, even color-treated hair. Then I am going to apply Ion After Color Sealer to restore pH, lock in the color, and condition the cuticle. This is a step you definitely don't want to skip. I just massage it in from scalp to ends for a couple minutes and then rinse it out. Next, I am applying my curl restoring treatment to deep condition for 10 minutes under my hooded dryer. This conditioner is made to penetrate strands to hydrate and repair to improve elasticity while smoothing the cuticle to prevent damage and breakage. I get told all the time, "Wow, your hair grows so fast." That's not really the case. My hair grows at a normal pace. It's not having to cut inches off because of damage that gives me visible gains on length. Weekly use of this treatment over the last few years is what is helping me retain all of this length and have so much more curl definition. And here is the final result. My wash day will remain the same because all MoKnowsHair products are safe for color treated hair, so I don't have a need to change it up. I am going to link how I set my wash and go below this video. The only difference this time is I sat under the dryer and then diffused it to finish. I hope this information helps you understand color processing better and arms you with information to make a more informed decision. Please view the description box below this video. I am linking you to videos and posts that address hair color in more detail and will probably answer anything I didn't get to here. Below you will also find links to everything used or by visiting MoKnowsHair.com.